Jupiter. We're going to Jupiter? No. We are instead playing Picross. You might be wondering why. So recently I did a little, I guess a quick look at some random game I found, and it turns out it was basically a Picross clone. And I felt kind of bad playing through it because I just kind of went through it without explaining anything. Because I guess if you're not familiar with how Picross works, you'll probably just be lost the whole time. So I figured, hey, I can play Picross proper because that has like an actual tutorial in it that's not just in Japanese. So yeah, why not? And why S5 in particular? Well, I played through like S1, 2, 3, and 4, and like those are all finished. So this is just the one I happen to be at. So yeah, why not? So let's just go. I guess to make up for the fact that the last time I played this, I didn't like explain anything about what was happening. We can just look at the quick tutorial. There should be a yeah, basic Picross tutorial. You can just look through this quickly, just so that we all have the basics in mind. Please use button input during the tutorial. Yeah, with these games, you can, like if you're playing in portable, you can use the touchscreen, but since I'm connected to the TV, I can only use buttons. Alright, let's look at some Picross basics. We'll be using this puzzle as an example. In Picross, you must use the hints displayed on the top and left side of the puzzle to fill in the squares. So this is like a completed Picross puzzle with like how all the squares are supposed to be filled in. These hints show the number of connected squares for that row or column. So the 2 squares here are connected to the 4 squares in this row. When there are gaps, when there are multiple numbers like 3, 1, there will always be a gap between the squares represented by each number. To reveal the hidden picture, use the hints to fill in the correct squares. Yeah, so if you have stuff like 5, and you have a 5x5 puzzle, you can just basically fill in that whole line. Numbers, if they add up to 5, or like if the numbers plus the gaps in between them add up to 5, you can fill those in, stuff like that. Once all the squares are filled in, the puzzle is solved and the hidden picture will appear. Let's start here. Well, I guess they're going to explain what I just said. As this is a 5x5 puzzle, this hint means the whole column should be filled in. Have a go. Oh, it's going to make me actually do it. Alright. Good. Well done. Next, let's look at this row. This 3-1 line has 3 connected squares and 1 isolated square. There's at least 1 empty square between them. Try filling in the line. Yep. So, don't touch that for now. Oh, I was going to put in an X there to indicate, like, yeah, there is nothing that goes there. We don't need to fill in this leftover square. Always put an X on squares that you're certain about not filling in. Yeah, that was what I was trying to do. I'm getting ahead of the tutorial. Good. Next, let's look at this row. Since there's already a square filled in, there are only 2 ways this line can be finished. Either of those red alternating squares. We don't know which way is correct, but we know that the corner squares are empty, so let's place an X in the corners on the corner squares. Yep. It's basically counting and then also logically eliminating the squares that can't be filled in. Since we know the X goes here, you can find the correct square for this column. Fill it in. Yeah. There you go. Correct. All the squares for this column are filled in. Remember to put X's on the empty squares. Well done. Next, let's look at this column. There is 1 open square at the top, but our hint number is 2, so we know that it can't fit in there. As always, put an X on squares that don't need to be filled in. Yes. That's it. So the correct squares for the hint 2 are hidden in the bottom 3 squares. Since the hint is for 2, and there are only 2 ways to fill in these squares, do you see it? The middle square is used for both, so let's fill it in. Yeah, so this is like using the squares that are guaranteed to be filled in to start figuring out what the 2 is rather than actually figuring it out, I guess. This trick will come in handy on many puzzles. It's basically the main way that you fill them in. Have a look at these examples. If you think about it carefully, it is always possible to find the correct pattern. So no matter where the 3 is, that one red square will always be filled in regardless. And with that 6, regardless of where it is on where the actual 6 is, 2 of those squares will always be filled in. Try out all the patterns to find the correct squares, even on lines with lots of hint numbers. Yep. Now, back to the puzzle. All the squares in these lines have been found. Put an X in the leftover squares. Okay. Oh. Alright, just like that. You're almost there now. Go ahead and complete the puzzle. Start. Yep. There you go. Just like that. It's a little bluebird. That's all for our explanation of Picross, basic rules and techniques. You can review the content here at any time from the tutorial screen. Have fun playing Picross. Apparently there's also an advanced one as well. I don't know. I don't remember seeing this. This tutorial is the same throughout all of the Picross games, so this is just... might as well show it here now. Let's take a look at some convenient features and some tips on how to solve larger puzzles. This is a 10 by 10. First, look at the color of the hint numbers. Blue numbers mean that there are squares that can be filled in or marked with an X. Meanwhile, black numbers are lines that won't give you any useful hints right now. It's easier to start with blue numbers that are larger than half of the total number of squares in a line. It's easier to start with blue numbers that are larger than half of the total number of squares in a line, so it's easiest to start, in this case, with numbers that are 6 or greater. Yeah, like here, or here. This 10 means that all 10 squares need to be filled in. Let's do that now. Indeed. That's it. Finding correct squares along the edge of the puzzle has a major advantage. Look here. The bottom square is filled in and the bottom hint is 1, so this square can't be filled in. Mark it with an X. And it's the same thing across 6 of those columns. For the same reasons, add an X to these squares too. Yep. There you go. Good job. Now let's look at this column. Having this square filled in makes it easier to find the rest of the 6 connected squares. Fill in the correct squares and add an X to the rest. Yeah, since you know this one is filled in already, you can basically just make the 6 there. Same thing with the 4 beside it. Same goes for this line. There you go. That's it. Filling squares on the edge of the puzzle makes it easier to fill in other parts. Always keep an eye on the edges. Next, we'll give you a useful tip for finding squares in lines with blue hint numbers. Line the squares up in the tightest pattern you can from both edges of the puzzle. If any squares from the same hint number overlap, then those squares can be filled in. Let's try it together. We'll use this line as an example. First, count out the pattern from the top edge using as few squares as possible. With the hint 3, 2, 1, it would look something like this. Yep, next count out the pattern from the bottom edge using as few squares as possible. If you start the pattern from the bottom, it should look like this. Both patterns have a square from the same hint number. Can you see it? Right here. However, beware of this square. This square comes from different hint numbers, so it doesn't qualify. There's a chance it shouldn't be filled in. This is a difficult point, so take your time. Maybe I should have kept that thing on screen for a little bit longer, but whatever. Let's look at it again. If a square from the same hint number is used when counting from both edges, that square is definitely correct. So fill it in. like that. Good. You got it. Notice the hint numbers turned black? This means that nothing more can be done in this line for now. This trick is very handy, so try using it one more time. Let's look at this row. First, count out the pattern as tightly as possible from the left. Then, count out the pattern as tightly as possible from the right. Let's find any squares from the same hint number that... Let's find any squares from the same hint number that overlap. I cannot read today. Here they are. Fill them in. Good. That's it. Many squares can be filled in like this. Let's do it again. Count out the pattern as tightly as possible from the left. Count out the pattern as tightly as possible from the right. Find any squares from the same hint numbers that overlap. Fill it in. You got it! Look at the hint number here. It still hasn't turned black. This means that there are either still squares to fill in or to mark with an X. It doesn't seem like there are any more squares to fill in, therefore there must be some squares we can mark with an X. Let's look at all the possible ways to fill in this square. This way, or like this, or maybe like this. Were there any squares not used in any of the patterns? Yes, these 3 squares weren't used in any of the patterns. Mark these squares with an X. Good. We found all the clues on this line, so the hint number is turned black. Looks like we can add an X to the line we worked on before. Yes, you can add an X to this square. Yep. I'm just kind of rushing through this now because this is all... I mean, this is all stuff that I know, but yeah, it's I don't know. Something advanced. Blue. This hint is blue, so there should be a square to fill in or a square to mark with an X. But it doesn't look like we can find either with the methods covered so far. This is a tricky line. If you encounter lines like this, try the following method. Look at each square and consider what would happen if you filled it in or marked it with an X. Try it out on each square inside the line, and you may find. Oh my god, I can't read. Try it out on each square on the line, and you may find a correct square or one to mark with X. Let's give it a try. This square is a case in point. Now consider the line with this square correct. If we fill it in, then what? If this square was filled in, then the pattern 1, 2 wouldn't fit. So this can't possibly be a correct square. Let's mark it with an X. Yeah, so it can't be here, because if this is a 2, then this will be touching here. So, or like if the 1 is here, then this can't possibly be part of the 2, because there's no space in between the 1 and 2. So that has to be filled in like that. Good job. Think carefully about hard lines and consider hypothetical scenarios to find solutions. Like that, you'll be able to solve even the trickiest of hints. Let's look at this column next. There are a lot of hint numbers here, but only one pattern works when you think about it. Fill in correct squares and add an X to the rest. Alright. There you go. Good. Great, you should be able to finish the puzzle using the techniques explained so far. Go ahead and finish the puzzle. Alright, oops. Okay. That goes like that. Does this... Okay, well... You can say this for certain. This we don't know yet. Actually, we can say that's all there, because those need to be 3s. And only a 3 will fit here. Okay. Okay, that goes in there. Oops. I misread that as a 2. So, yeah, I guess it has a autocorrect on, which is a thing, which is an option that you can have enabled, but I guess it's enabled for the tutorial. That goes there. Where? Okay, that goes there, that goes there. And there. And just like that, it's done. I don't know how much I'm gonna be, like, vocalizing what I'm thinking, because I tend to go through these a little bit fast, but, yeah, like, I tend to do them before actually thinking about them, so, you know. We hope that you can use these techniques and features to solve larger puzzles. You can review the content here at any time from the tutorial screen. Have fun playing Picross! Yep. There you go. So yeah, we're only gonna go through Picross. Well, I guess I could go through. Hang on, Picross. What do I have unlocked here? Ooh, I actually have everything here, so we can actually go through all of these because none of these seem too complex. There's only a few 15 by 15s. Yeah. So these, you basically unlock these as you, hang on. Let me back out here. For every row that you complete, every 5 puzzles, you unlock some extra clip Picross, puzzles. So, I haven't gone through everything yet. I'm only up to 93 apparently right now. And there are, 150 right now. Or there are 150 in this game. I just decided to do the last one just for fun. I don't know really why. But yeah, as you go on, the puzzles get bigger. Most of them are 15 by 15. It starts off with 10 by 10. I usually do the 15 by 15s first, just because those are the harder ones, and you can wind down with some easy ones. Why not? Yeah. But, yeah, we can do clip Picross. Why not? Yeah. Why not? So this is a 10 by 5. Let's go. Alright, so some things that are useful that are not mentioned is that if you hold down the R button, you can count the number of squares from the tile you start on and see how many squares that is. Usually it's more useful going straight than like doing this. I don't know why you would really do that. Yeah. Also, you know, you got place down the tiles, place down the X's, or fill in the squares, or place down X's. You also have these, which are just kind of like indeterminate, I guess. It's really up to you how you want to use them, but they're just kind of there. And if you press and hold X, it'll just make all of them go away. So that's nice to have. And also, I have the, I don't know where the thing is. You can choose to have the assist, like the navigation, highlight correct lines, highlight inconsistent lines, autocorrect mistakes. There's also high contrast, but it's probably fine. Then there's a hint roulette, which just lets you fill in a random line, random row and random column. So there's that. There's a lot of quality of life things in here, but I'm fine with keeping it like hintless, I guess. Okay. So this is where this comes in very helpful. 6. Can this 6 fit in here? Yeah, starting from here, get a 6. Basically just go in between where the 6s are. Okay, that's all marked off. We can fill this in, so we can combine that, because this has to be connected, because it's a 6. And so from here, the 6 can only go this far if the starting point is here. So we can mark those 2 off. A 2 can't fit in here, so we can mark that off. Actually, this whole row can be marked off, because there's a 1 here already. Let's see. The 2 we got here. This has to be marked off, because that's a 1. The 3 can fit in here. The 2 fits there. The 1 is filled in there. Got that one. A 1 can only fit in here. And there we go. Simple. So yeah, clip Picross, these are just a bunch of like kind of random puzzles that all combine into a big picture at the end. So yeah, there's that. Oh, it even fills in the 0 rows for you. That's nice. Alright, we got some 10s here that we can just fill in. What else we got? We got a 6. Oh, there's another 10 there. Let's see, we're starting off with 2 here, so that has to be like that. Knock that off. 1s. That has to be 3. That has to be 3. 1s. That has to be like that. That's gotta be like that. That, and like that. There you go. Section 1 complete. That has to be part of the 1. That's gotta be 4. 2 has to fit in there. Okay, so that has to be 2 for this row. It's gotta be like that. Let's see now. This has to be part of the 1. A 2 could be here. So, yeah. This can all be crossed out, actually. Because these are all already filled in. You can usually tell if a thing is filled in already if the numbers up top are all grayed out. Okay, got that. You can fill this in, actually. Oops. And there you go. Just like that. Alright. So, actually, with these games, at least the ones on the Switch, I don't know about any of the other ones, the Clip Picross puzzles are always, they're always based around like a fairy tale theme. At least the first 4 games are. So, I assume this is also going to be, fairy tale themed somehow. Okay. And there. Just like that. Okay, on to number 5. It's another 5x5. Okay, so we got a 3 and a 1. Oops. That has to be filled in. That's 3 1s. So I guess there's a better time to explain what I'm thinking of now. There you go. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, fill that in, like that, and that's all blocked off, so that means the 4 goes there. Okay. That's it. That's all there was. Cool. Now we have a 5x10, it looks like. Okay. Got a 5 there, a 9 here, an 8 here, and presumably a 7 here. Simple enough. Just kind of a staircase pattern. Kind of a staircase. Alright, 5x10. Another one. Half of it is blocked out anyway, so this is effectively a 5x5. Sure. Odd. Alright. Who am I to question the puzzle designs here? Okay. This is effectively a 5x6. Ooh, crazy. Yeah. So, it has to be like that. Trying to figure out. Probably goes like this, if I were to guess. Yep. That's what made the most sense. Alright. 10 by 5. Okay, well, there's this 4 here, but there's only room for a 3 here, so that has to go there. 4, 2, 2, 1, 3. And 2, 3. There you go. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. We're nearly halfway done. I imagine the things at the end will be a bit more tricky. Okay. Sure. I guess. Took me 6 seconds to fill it in. Simple as that. Okay, what do we have here? Cool. I mean, this is the first clip Picross puzzle, or like the first big... This is the first thing, so... The first of 5, so I guess it makes sense that it's like this. That it's this easy. Still though, I was expecting this to not go quite as fast as this was going before. That's all blocked off. 1, 1, 2. That's apparently all blocked off as well. This has to be part of a 4. That has to go there. Well, it can't be here if that's blocked off, so that has to be part of a 2. That has to go there. That has to go there, and I guess this has to be one of these. There we go. I thought I screwed up for a second, but no, I was just counting wrong. Or like misreading the numbers, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. 10 by 10. Ooh. Is this a proper 10 by 10? Looks pretty proper to me. Alright, so we have an 8 here. Another 8 here. That's one too much, actually. Okay, we got stuff by the edge, so that makes that easier. Oops. That in. Okay, oops, this 3 is filled in. What else? What else? What else? Okay, the 2 has to finish there, if that's gonna be there. X's have to go here. Okay, we can block out some of these. Oops. Because the 3 can only extend this far. Same here. Oops. That can only be blocked out. Okay, the 4 is... Can't block out anything there. The 2 and 3 have to be here, because you can't fit a 1 and a 2 in this spot. So that fills that in, I guess. That fills that in. There has to be an X here, because there's no way for the 2 to go here and then the 1 there. And if this is the 1, then it's just a 1. That can go there. This can go up here. So that helps fill that in a little bit. Block out that for this 2 here. Yeah. So, where are we going next? Going 2 somewhere. Yeah. Problem is we need to know what the second 2 fills in. That has to be part of the 1. This also has to be 1. So 3 can go there. There we go. Progress. Okay. 2 goes there. Okay, that has to be down here then. And 2 can't fit in there. Okay, can't really fill in one of these because one of these might not be correct. That's good there. Still not sure about this, where this one goes. Oh, this has to be 1 and 3, okay. That has to go there, okay. That can't go there. So this one goes either here or here. That has to be part of the 2. Okay, well, this can be X'd out. That can go there and that can go there. There we go. There we go. Alright, next one. Next 10 by 10. What do we got here? Okay. Got that. And this. So, I guess now's a good time to explain what I'm thinking right now. So with this column, 115, you can kind of figure out if you can start filling enemy squares by basically adding up the numbers. So 5, 1, and 1, that makes 7, and then also the spaces in between. There are 2 spaces in between, between 1 and 1 and 1 and 5. So that makes 9. If you take 9 and subtract it by basically the length of the column, so 10 minus 9, you get 1. Any number that's greater than 1 in this case, you can fill in a certain number of spaces. So in this case, we can fill in a 5, and you can that'll be 4 spaces there. So basically, if you fill this in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and doing the same thing, filling it in as tightly as possible. If you put in the 5 here, it only goes up to where this green marker is. And you can see by what's marked already from the 5 going the other way, you can fill in these 4. So this is a really basic version of that, but it definitely comes in handy with some of the more complicated puzzles. So like here, this row is 2, 3, 1. So add that up, that makes 6. The spaces in between, that makes it 8. 10 minus 8, you get 2. So you can fill in 1 space from the 3. So do that. And the 1 there, 1, and then, go from the right, fill in 1, x, 1, 2, 3. You can fill in that square. And, if you continue imagining it, x, 1, 2, it doesn't reach the 2 here, so you can only fill in the 1, 3 there. And once you have that, you can start Xing out some spots to hopefully give you some more info on what to fill in. I'm just trying to figure out where to fill in the rest of what I need. Yeah, I know X's have to be there because there's absolutely no way a 2 can fit in this part and still fit another 3 1s. So we can put that there. Yeah, so 3 has to fit in here, so we can put those 2 there. Guess we can also start Xing out some of these as well. What do we know here? You can't fit a 2 in here, you can't fit a 2 in here. You can't fit a 2 in there, you can't fit a 3 in there. This can't be... you can't fit the 4 in the row here. There, so we'll X that out. Got that. Okay. Oops. Alright, we got this filled in. That can't fit a 4 in there, so we X that out. Get that. Fill in the 4 there. And now, this has to be the 1. Because you can't fit the 3 there, because there's an X there already. Fit the 2 there. Get that. Now what? That also has to be a 1. Oh, this whole row can be X'd out, it looks like. Okay, well, the 3 from this row has to go here, because you can't fit a 1 and a 3 here. Now what? That can go like that, because these are all 1s. 2 can't fit in here, so it has to be somewhere on this side. And... And now what? Oh, a 1 can go there. So we can start filling in this as well. Yeah. Let's see. This has to be part of the 3, which can go up that, like that. Since this is right at the edge, this has to be the 2, so we can fill that in. So now we have the 2 for this column. Now what? Now what? Oh, you can fill in 2 there. Yeah, one of the things about these puzzle games that I'm definitely going to, well, I guess just a universal thing about puzzle games is that people are gonna, if someone's watching you play this, people are gonna be like, oh, I see this thing over here, but for some reason the person playing can't see it, so they're just gonna ignore it right until the end. So that's just gonna be a thing that some people might find frustration with, but that's just the nature of these things. Oh, we can fill in a 3 here, because you can't fill in a 3 anywhere else. Okay. And right, that's part of the 2, so the 1s can go there. Like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. There you go. Alright. And now we can move on to number 16. I saw a lot of zeros there. So, alright. Sure. Okay. Just gonna be like this, is it? What a change in difficulty that was. One where I actually had to think about stuff, and then it's just fill in the lines. You're good. Alright. We got a 15 by 10. Alright. Got all these filled in, though. It looks like. Part of the 8 can go here. X that out. Go there. Okay. 2 can't fit there. So these can all go 1 farther. Okay. Well, 1 has to go somewhere in here. But where? 3. Okay. 4 to fill that in. Okay, that has to go there, and then that 2 has to go there. Okay. Because this was already a 3 from then. You fill that in. And I guess the 9 just goes all the way across. And the 1 goes here. Alright. 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 Got a 10, and another 10. Okay, we got a 1 and 8. That adds up to 10, so there's that. Now what? 6 and 1. Okay, so since the 6... Hold on. Since the 6 in this row ends here, that means this has to be an X there. Actually, no, you don't fill that in yet. First we have to pretend that there is a 1 here, and then go to 6. So if you were to fill in from 6 to here, you would fill in these squares. Yeah. Okay, so then that means we cross these out, cross those out, and can't fit a 3 there, so this has to be part of the 3. Or no, I miscounted that. I forgot that these were there. That can sometimes get you. So we can just put that there. That. Now. Okay, this has to be part of the 4. Because a 4 can't fit in any of these. Yeah. Okay. Now what? Fill that in. We got 4 ones, but I'm not sure how they'll fit in here. Okay, we can fill in those at least. Okay, that works out there. No, it doesn't. Fits in like that. Okay, you can't fit a 2 in there. That has to go there. Now what? 1 has to go here somewhere. And a 4 has to go here somewhere. Okay, that has to go there because that's a 3. So that means fill it in like that. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's a 2, so that has to fit there. That's a 2. And then there, and there. There we go. Alright, number 19. Okay, got some 10s. 3 and 4. 3. That's an X. 5. X, X, X. And 3. Alright, that has to be part 2. And can X that out. Don't X that out. Put that there. This has to be a 2. And the 3 goes there. That's a 1. That's a 2. So the 4 goes there. Alright. No, can't fill that in. And now... you can fill those in. So you can cross that out. And cross out these spots. And now... like that. That has to go there, that has to go there. And only a 2 can fit in there. That is a 1 on that column. So we can put that there and that there. Yep. There you go. There you go, just like that. And now, well, nothing can go here. 1 has to go here, because that is a 2. And now, like that, and like that. There you go. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't think I ever actually mentioned it, but the thing in this menu that you control is this part of the menu with going left and right, in case you were wondering why the cursor's going all erratically. This is it took me a while to actually figure that out when going through like S1 through 4. So yeah, that's it's just a weird menu thing. But yeah, that's how this menu works. It's kind of weird. But I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're used to it, I guess. Okay. Then these are all ones, so that works out rather nicely. Okay. And now, become part of this 7, I guess. Okay, X has to be there. So this has to be part of the 2, so that goes there. X that out. Those go there. Okay, X out the rest of this. Yeah, this was the one thing that I was missing from that whatever G mode archive game that I was playing in the last, or a couple of weeks ago, was just the ability to place X's down as a, yeah. Also, like, just getting randomly penalized for choosing the wrong square, I'm not a huge fan of that. Because, like, I don't know, usually I can catch my own mistakes, or like, you know, if I accidentally misclick or something, I feel like I shouldn't be penalized for that, but that's something that some, like, non-Picross branded games like these do, that I've noticed. But yeah, I generally prefer the actual Picross branded version of this, just because I feel like they have the UI and stuff nailed down for this. Okay, fill that in. And I guess usually whenever I play these games, I'll usually have like my own music playing in the background or something, just to have it there, because sometimes the songs can get a bit like grating, just like listening to them on loop over and over. But this song isn't that bad. I could listen to it for a while. The best song is the one that plays in S3. I don't know what it is about it, but I can listen to it for all day. And yeah. Okay. Just trying to figure out where to go next here. Yeah, I guess I only really got into the Picross games during the Switch era, I guess. I definitely miscounted that. Oops. Hang on. Yeah. It's these that are known. Yeah, I only really got into the Picross games during the Switch era, just because I just happened to, like, see it at some point. Like, I think someone was just playing it, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, this seems interesting. And, you know, sometimes with puzzle games, I don't usually do well with the puzzle games that are, like, timed, or, like, that have a time pressure to them. Like, you have to do this in 5 minutes, or else you'll have to do it again, or whatever. Like, I don't know, Tetris. Tetris is a big one, I guess, that I just can't get into it, because I just crumble so easily under the time pressure. But this is fine. I mean, you're still technically being timed here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. 2 has to go here, because you can't fit a 2 and a 1 there. 1 has to go here. Okay, oh, this has to be that. Okay. Can't fit a 3 there, so that has to go there. There we go. Yeah, there's moments like that where I just figure something out where it's like, ah, yes, I've solved the puzzle. One has to go there. Okay, these have to be blocked off, so that means the one has to go there, then we block that off. Okay, that makes this much easier. Now that I actually know where things go. And that and that. There we go. Alright. Can you tell what the fairy tale is yet? I can't really. It looks like some guy like jumping out of their house. Doing like the anime pose when they burst out of their house like, yeah, I'm ready to take on the day, or whatever. That's a easy line there. Okay, so since this is a 7, we can fill in all the way down here. And, you know, you can kind of go as far as that. And since this is filled in, that means we cross this line out, or this square out. And, yeah, same thing here. Well, similar thing. You can't cross out anything because it's an 8 and not a 7. That has to be a 3. That has to be a 3. And the 2 has to be here. Oops. Don't do that. That has to be a 1. That has to be all completely crossed out. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This can be a 3. Okay. And the 7 has to be there. Can't really say for sure which one of these will be the 1. But we can cross these out. Alright, let's see. Oh, we can fill these in though. Oh, we can fill that in as well, because there are X's there that I didn't realize were there. Still can't say which of these is which. You can put this there, though. That has to be a 2, though. Cross that off. You can't put a 3 there. You can put a 3 there. You can put a 3 here, though. This is a 2, so that has to be filled in. That in. And let's see. These are all crossed out. These are the only tiles that can be filled in. So a 1 has to go here somewhere. It can't be here, because that's part of the 8. And the last one goes there. There you go. Alright, 4 more. 15 by 15, 10 by 10, 10 by 10, and a 5 by 15. Alright. This is the big one, the 15 by 15. Half of it is crossed out, so that makes that part easier. Can't fit a 5 or a 3 in there. The rest of it is fine, though, it looks like. Okay, can you fit... I should be using this more. Okay, so you can't fit 4, 2, and 2 in this part, so that means the first 2 in this row has to be here. If this is crossed out, then that means a 2 can't fit in here. And yeah, based on this, that means you can fill in these. And that's about it at the moment. Oh no, you can fill in the 2 here. Yeah. That means you can fill in that. And fill in that. So that's the top section mostly completed. Yeah, I need to fill in the bottom part of this to determine which of these 2 is correct. Alright. 8 can go up to here, and can go up to here. These green lines are always at, like, the 5 marks. So, like, 5 squares will always fit inside these green marks, so that's how I count them, I guess. Okay. Fill that in. I guess we'll block these out. And now... This cannot be part of the 2, so that means this is the 4. Now what? Now what are we doing? We can fill this in. Fill up to here. Yep. X those out. And now we must use the brain. All of the brain at once. Oops. My mistake. Those are supposed to be X's. Okay. Okay, that means we can fill those in. And we have enough for the 5. Enough information for the 5. Nice. That's all filled in. That means this is all that's needed there. Oh, so now this can go all the way out to 8. Oops. Do that. This is good there. Can't fill that in. These are crossed out. Can't put a 3 in there. This is grayed out. This is grayed out. Okay, that has to be there. That has to be a 3 there. Since there's 3 filled in here already, if you put that there, there's no way that can make a 4, so that means that has to be an X. Cross that out. That there. Not that. 3 has to go there. There you go. There you go, not too bad. Alright. 10 by 10. Okay. Now, what do we want? Let's see where this 5 fits in. We can fill these in. And similar thing here. 5, since it's starting here, that means you can fill in up to here. That's a 2, that's a 2. Because of how these X's are lined up, the 3 has to end here. And now what? We can fill that in because there's another 5, 1 there. We have to connect these. X, oops. Ah, wrong buttons. X those out. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Progress. Okay. Now what? We can fill this in. And... okay, well this has to be there then. The 1 has to be up here because you can't... if this is filled in and you know this is an X, you can't fit the 1 in there. How many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that works. It fits perfectly. Oops. Ah. No, don't put the X there. What X is there? Yeah, this is why I'm not a fan of whenever these types of games like immediately penalize you for choosing the wrong thing. Just because I can just happen to press the wrong button. I make mistakes occasionally. I'm only human. I don't know. Oops. That's 2. It's That has to be there. Okay. Okay, well this has to be 1. That has to go there. Block this off. Block that off. Alright. That has to be part of the 1, so that means that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. Very good. Right, I need some water. I've been talking a lot for this simple puzzle game. Ugh. I was not expecting to be talking this much. My throat is dried out already. Just for something as simple as Picross? Who would have thought? Okay. Let's put that there. 3 and 6, that can be filled in easily. Got a 1 and an 8. 5, or no, that won't work. Mistake on my part. So we can fill these in for that. Whoops. 5. That has to go there then. X's, mark that off. 6 and 2. X these out. 5. Cross that off. 2. Fill those in. Very good. That has to be X'd out. 4 and 3. 1 has to go there. X there. 1 there. Yeah, that works there. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, cross that out. We're good. We're good. We are good. Just like that. I still don't really know what I'm looking at or what this is supposed to be. Okay, and now for the last one. It feels like it's been so fast filling in all of this. And now we're already at the end. How time flies. Okay, that all has to be filled in there. Okay, that has to be filled in because that's a 4, but then you can X out all of these. Oops. Guess you can fill these in then. Okay. Just like that. Alright. What is the final result? There was a guy doing like an anime cheer out of their door. Although it's called Useless Donkey, so I guess he's yelling at the donkey. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what this fairy tale is supposed to be. I don't know of any donkeys in any fairy tales. Okay. Well, there you go. First clip Picross finished. It only took 37 minutes and 7 seconds. Just like that. I guess, before wrapping it up, we can take a look at a normal old Picross puzzle. Why not? This is more in line with what I'm used to, I guess. So, where does this 6 go? No, that doesn't fit. So yeah, it's mostly just looking at these lines. Like, okay, this adds up to 11, there's a space in between, so that's 12, 15 minus 12, that's 3. So you can fill in some of these. Sometimes it's easiest just to do this, and then use this to count. So you can fill in 2 here, pretend there's an X there, start from here, and there you go. Oops. And then kind of go from there. Puzzles like these usually take me think on average like 15 to 20 minutes to solve. Some of them are sometimes longer because they require more thinking than others. Let's see, what do we have for this? 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we can fill in 1 here, x1, x1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in 2 for that. Okay, so this has to be part of the 5, so we can X out these. It has to be part of the 2, so... Okay. That makes that part easier. Can we cross out any of these? A 4 cannot fit in here. A 5 cannot fit here. A 3 can. 4 cannot fit here. 3 in this row cannot fit. 2 cannot fit there. Okay. And the 3 in the column cannot fit there. Okay. And alright. Yeah, some of the ways you have to advance is by crossing out all of these useless areas. And now I gotta figure out where to go next. Okay. Yeah, 6 can still fit in there, so can't really mark off anything here. Well, we can fit in 1 and 5 here, right? Yeah. Okay, those have to be marked off. And the 4 can't fit in there, so that means we have these. Nice. Alright, alright. Can't say for sure if this is part of the... if this is the 1 or part of the 3. So we have to take a look elsewhere. Just trying to find out where there would be a good spot to start from. Okay, we have a 3 here, so that means it can only go this far, and everywhere else cannot be filled in. I think that means I can fill in part of this, can I not? That's 5, 6, 2, 1x, or 1, 2, x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can fill those 2 spots in. Yeah. And so... this means this has to be part of the 4. And... you can't fit a 2 in between here, so that means this has to be part of the 2. So that doesn't really help me fill in anything though. Yeah, x1, 2, x1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I can fill this in then. So there's that. Can I fill this in? 1, 2, x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I can't fill that in. Okay, so this has to be part of the 6. So I guess that means I can cross this out. Now, let's see. Let us see. Where are we? What can we do? What can we do about this? Okay, you can't fit in a 6 here. That means this has to be part of the 6. Yeah. So these 5 have to be part of the 6, and the end of the 6 can be either here or here. And the 1 has to be in one of these 3 spots. Yeah. Since this is here, that means we can cross this out, because the 5 can't reach that far. Yeah. No. Not sure. Okay, so this has to be part of the 2. Is it possible for this to be part of the second 2? No, it's not, so X's have to go here then. So that means we know this is a 5. And the 6, we still can't really say much more about. So we have that. This doesn't really give me any more info about these, though. Not really, anyway. Oh, we can fill this in, because this has to be part of the 4. And there's an X here, so that means we can fill that in. This still, yeah. And I'm sure that there's something obvious somewhere that someone is seeing, and they're probably freaking out, going like, "Oh, why are you not going for this spot?" But everyone's brains works differently with how they see and interpret things. So, you know, I gotta find it for myself. Okay. You can't really... All you can really say for sure with this column is that the 3 has to be in here, but that doesn't really help you, like, cross off anything, does it? Because you can fit both a 3 and a 2 here. So... It would be helpful if I could get this row, or this column out of the way, this 3. I feel like I have to be missing something obvious right now. This is typically why I only really play Picross on like buses or trains or whatever, because it's just easier to not have to... You just use this to pass the time and not have to worry about what's right or wrong, and you can just kind of think without any time pressure or anything. There's not really a time pressure here, but it's just kind of like I want to be able to do this on my own. I don't want to stoop to using hints or anything. That would be shameful or something. I don't know. I am definitely missing something. Something that might or might not be obvious. This part... No, that's... Can't really fill in anything there. I think this part is the thing I'm having the issue with. If anything is filled in here or not. The problem is you can't rule them out, because like a 1 in this column, or in this row, could fit in here. A 2 can fit in here, in this row. A 1 can fit in this column, and a 2 can fit in this column. Can I cross off any of these? No. 6 is still fitting there. How does this work again? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x1, x1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that doesn't help me, because I have everything filled in there that I can right now. How do I 1 to x 1 x 1 1 2 3? Okay, yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah, I can't rule out if this is part of the 2 or not. This I know has to be part of the 2, but it doesn't help that the other thing I have to match it with is a 1, which that doesn't help. It seems I found a bit of a tough one. Remember when I said this usually takes me on average like 15 to 20 minutes? This might take longer. Isn't that lucky? Maybe just for the sake of helping this along, I might turn on the hint numbers, like turning blue and stuff. I think I might actually do that. There is this option to check mistakes. Any mistakes on the board will be displayed, and you can only use it once per puzzle. And if you use it, you will not receive the no assist badge, which, I mean, I don't particularly care about the badges, but I mean, that is something to consider. But, considering I have this, I can't really say otherwise. I guess I can put something here. I guess I can technically put something here, because this can either be part of the, or just the 1, and the 3 could be like down here, or this could be part of the 3, and then that would be the end of the 3. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So fill that in. Oops. Put that there. Okay, yeah, now I got it. Yeah. Sometimes stuff like that can trip you up. Put that there. This has to be part of the 3, so we have to cross these out. That's all I can really do there. Cross these out. And I guess this as well. So that means I can put that there, cross those out. Yeah, the numbers are very, if you know how to read them, they are very helpful. That means that has to go there. Each. 6 and 5. Yep. Yeah. Apparently I can fill in this now. Oh yeah, I can. Because that can only fit like that. And that goes there. That goes there. Not like that. That. 3. Like that. And like that. Alright. We're making progress. We're back to progress. Okay, so you can't put that there. So yeah, I guess this just had nothing in it, I guess. Probably, most likely. Now what? Put that there, put that there, and that there. What are you suggesting now? That, I guess. I guess this. Okay. Empty those, or block those out rather. This doesn't really tell me much. Okay, that's the last spot there. 5. So the 1 must go there. 1 goes there. Cross those out. And those there. Oops. That's there. And X. Those 2. Oops. That there. And block that out. Cross those out. Yep. Alright. There we go, here we go. Alright. Yeah, having the highlighted numbers is definitely helpful. And, you know, of course, no shame in using them or anything like that. If people have a problem with it, then, I don't know, you can go pound sand. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Yeah, chainsaw. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you use hints, it'll show up in the bottom right. But again, who cares? It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm sure some of these I've used the hint numbers. Apparently I use one of those is to show mistakes, and the other one, apparently I had autocorrect on. Yeah. Yeah, that means that you had to use the thing. So if you say, for example, just fill in that and then you check mistakes, it just shows you the mistakes. You can't move your cursor or anything until you press A, so you kind of have to memorize where all the mistakes are. But yeah, I'm also going to turn this off just so I don't forget later. And yeah, you can't check mistakes after that. So it's just kind of an extra thing, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that is Picross S5. I would like go through the other modes, but to be honest, Mega Picross, I don't really understand how Mega Picross works. Like, I've gone through the tutorial, but it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know, I can't figure it out. But so I mean, like, I'm technically ignoring half the game when I don't do Mega Picross, but again, it's fine. I don't particularly care. The actual Picross is what I'm here for. And maybe Color Picross as well, because it's different, but it's still basically Picross. Yeah. There's also the extra mode, which is... these are insane. Like, these are 30 by 30, 40 by 30, and I don't particularly care about doing well on these, especially since... Let's just look at them, actually. I don't particularly care about doing well on these, because these are... Like, I'm fine with 15 by 15 and, like, or even 20 by 15, adding up the numbers and counting and all that, but this is, like, too many numbers for my tiny brain. So what I end up doing is I just just turn on. What I end up doing is turning on autocorrect and then just like going through and having it autocorrect everything. Why didn't I actually turn it on? Yeah, so I just end up... Nope, that's wrong. Yeah. Just having that work like that. I really had to choose a thing that has just a bunch of ones in this column, didn't I? Yeah. So it basically just goes until you hit an error. Okay. So, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I do for these extras. Again, you can do it legit, but I personally am not... Brain is too small to do this, and I don't particularly care, so it's whatever. These all seem to be traffic themed in this one. Oh yeah, and these three you unlock by just having saved data for the S, S2, and S3. So, you know. Yeah. You can choose to start with the first game if you want, or you can just start with whatever they released most recently. I believe the most recent one is S9, so, you know, there's that. Yeah. So, you can Picross your own way. So, yeah. There you go. That is Picross S5. Hopefully, maybe you gained a little more insight into this puzzle game. It's enjoyable. I like it. It's a good way to pass the time if you need to. And yeah, I'm only at the 5th game currently, but you know, it's not something that I speed run or anything, because I just, you know, use it to pass the time. So, you know, there you go. But yeah, it's an enjoyable puzzle game. Yeah, and you end up feeling kind of smart whenever you get through a puzzle without any help. But you know, sometimes you just need those little hints to point you in the right way. But it's whatever. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this little one-off. I don't expect to ever like stream Picross or anything. But it's a fun game, and I figured, hey, why not use this opportunity to share it with the world, I guess. Even though I ended up sharing it with the world with a Japan-only version of this puzzle game, where I just didn't explain anything. So, you know, it's whatever. It doesn't matter now. But, hey, yeah, that'll do it. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Take it easy.